Hey, welcome to my May BoxyCharm unboxing. So this month the theme is flourish. We have the flowery theme. So the first thing in the box, I want to take out the eyeshadow palette. We got it from Cobb, and there's another item that can use with this, and I love receiving this in the BoxyCharm box, and that is the brush set. This brush set is from the brand Lavish. I've recently seen this brand a lot on Instagram. I haven't tried any of their products before. I first want to show you the eyeshadow palette. It's very simple, it's very sleek. It has these embossed letters written in it, and it's called the Day and Night palette from Tarte Cosmetics. Tarte Cosmetics is another cosmetics that I've seen their ads recently a lot on Instagram, and these have, wow, they have very pretty the mauve tones, the orangey reddish tones, and they have some neutral tones as well. So yeah, let's play with these colors, and I'm gonna play it with these brushes. As I told you recently, I've seen a lot of ads on Instagram from the brand Lavish as well. I'm glad they sent me a very colorful one, so if I like any of these brushes, they would just stand out on my brush collection on the stand over here, so I could know that, okay, it's the green brush that I want. I can pick it up. So I'm going to use these brushes with these eyeshadows. I'm trying to do a very simple eye look. So let's see what we come up with. Alright, so now that my eye look is done, I can speak for the palette and the brushes that I used. So first, let me tell you what are the colors that I used to do this eye look. I used the shade Georgia Peach as a transition shade. And then I used the shade Halo on the half of the outer eyelid. So one half of the outer eyelid I used Halo, and then on the center of the eyelid I used the shade Sunset. It is such a beautiful rose gold. I used it with my finger, and I should say that this has been one of my favorite colors in this entire palette. And then I took again Twinkle Twinkle on my finger, and I used it on the inner 1/3 of my eyelid. And then for my inner corner, again I used the shade Sunset. I used the shade Cocoa on my lower lash line, and then I've just used a little bit of purple kohl eyeliner, and that is it. The quality of the brushes are really good. Other than the pencil brush for me, it was a little more stiff. I like a pencil brush that has a little more flexibility in it, but other than that, the brushes were really good, very flexible, very soft. And to talk about the palette itself, I feel this is a really good palette for beginners because it doesn't have a lot of pigmentation. It is something that you have to build up. So though I used only the very peachy or the more flowery shades from this palette, the mauve tones, I did use Cocoa. Cocoa is really pigmented, but still it's something that very easily blends off. And Halo was one shade that I had to build it up again and again. So it's not a bad palette, but for people that wants to do their makeup really quick, this is not a palette that you can use because it takes time to build up the color. The pigmentation is very light, so it is good for beginners because you would not make mistakes with this. It takes time to build up the color, so this is really good for beginners. So now I'm moving on to the next item that I received. I am just thinking, because all of these are something that I have to use on my face. So okay, so let me go with this. This is a cream blush. It is from the brand Han, which is for healthy, active, natural. It is an all natural multi-stick. It says it's vegan, cruelty free. You can recycle the packaging. And this, I received it in the shade Rose Berry. I love the packaging that it came in. So it is a small stick. You can see it is a brown stick. And this is the shade that I received. So I think this also has a little bit of shimmer. Wow, it is a beautiful pink with a little bit of shimmer in it. Wow. And I'm so glad I went for this eyeshadow shades. I did not even think about the blush before I used it. So let's see how this is. I've just done my concealer. I haven't set my concealer because I knew that there's a cream product and there's another cream product that I can use under my eye. So first let's use the blush. Wow, that's nice. I'm taking a slightly densely packed brush and I am trying to blend it out. And wow, That's pretty. Wow, so that blended like a dream and it gives me a very subtle and beautiful glow. I think this is buildable. I'm just going to take a little bit more and see if it is buildable. I do have enough blush, but I'm just trying to see if it is buildable because it's never more. I love blush. Wow, that is really pretty. So now just because we went overboard on the other side, I don't want to leave this side. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit on this side as well. And wow, that's beautiful. I don't think we need a highlighter, but I do have another product that is a under eye highlight. So the next product, as I told you, is an under eye highlighter, and it is from Tarte Cosmetics. I have seen this all over Instagram, all over social media, and I have received it in the shade. Do they have the shade number over here? A Gleam. So the name of the shade is A Gleam. For a concealer, it looks darker for my skin tone, but I think I would be able to use it just to highlight my under eye. Oh wow, it has a very peachy undertone. So let me see. See, it does have that glow. So I'm just going to use it only on the inner corner of my under eye and see how it is. See, it is a little bit dark for me, but let's just see how to work it out. And the other side, it has a blender over here. We can take it out and we can wash it as well, but I'm just going to use it the way it is. That is how I've seen people using it. Wow, so this has become a highlighter as well. So I'm slowly dragging it on the side of my cheekbones, on top of my cheekbone, normally where I highlight, and a little bit under my eye as well. Do you see the glow? I see the glow, and I like this too. So I'm going to use this a little bit wherever I've highlighted using my concealer. So just a little bit. I'm using the brush that I used to blend out my blush. Wow, this is giving me a really beautiful glow. So I'm so happy that they somehow found the perfect shade for me, and I am so glad that I got it because I love highlighters, I love blushes. So this is another liquid highlighter that I can use it on my under eyes and on my cheeks, all over my face as well. And I am loving this. Maybe this would go on my vanity because I'm going to use this every day during summer now. Alright, so now moving to the final product. Again, it is a cheap product, and that is from Ciate. It is the Bamboo Bronzer. I have tried Ciate's blush and I love their brush. They have a very beautiful sheen in all their most of their products. Look at the pattern. Wow, and I love the color. It looks so warm, and I love a perfect warm bronzer. Alright, so I've taken my normal bronzing brush, a small dome shaped brush. I'm taking a little bit. It has a little bit of fallout, but it collects a lot of product on it. I'm tapping off the excess, and let's see. Wow. Wow, that is really pigmented, and I love the color. I love the way it is blending into the blush that I have, and it is giving me a very beautiful bronzy shade. Wow, see what a difference a bronzer makes to your skin. So this is with bronzer and this is without, and I love it. Wow, I love the finished look that this month's BoxyCharm has given me.